Jai Guruji. Jai Guruji to Pyari Sangaji. Hope I am audible.
Yes, Aunty, you are audible.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am NAMRATA Paul here. I would like to invite you on behalf of Multilingual platform. I welcome Ravi Rai uncle and Rai Aunty, who are going to read their own satsang from our very own divine book of Guruji Maharaj, Light of Divinity. Sangaji, I'm feeling immense pleasure in inviting both of them, who are going to bless all of us by sharing sharing Maharaj satsang. So, Ravi Rai uncle and Rai aunty, are you there? Hello?
Aunty, I think Ravi Rai uncle और Anu Rai aunty joined किया नहीं है अभी तक.
Have they joined by some other name or they are not there at all?
Yeah, maybe. Uncle or aunty, have you joined with different name? Please raise your hand. I'll enable you.
Gallery view. Have they joined, uncle?
No.
Then? Do I have to read it?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Is it so?
Okay, let me see. Yes. Yeah, I think yes. He joined with a different name. Yes, Paul, please go ahead.
Ji. Jai Guruji Maharaj. Today's satsang is Ravi Rai uncle and Anu aunty satsang. I don't know, because of Maharaj's will, they could not join. Actually, I think they were joining from Houston. We are here. Yeah, message. Anu aunty, please unmute yourself. Hello? Can you hear me?
Anu aunty, please go ahead to unmute yourself and satsang share कीजिए.
जी. आंटी अपना वीडियो और अनम्यूट कर दीजिए अपने आप को प्लीज. Anu aunty, are you there? She said I'm there.
जी आंटी.
है ना, मैसेज आया है. I don't know. Access.
Okay, access.
Access, yeah.
Access has been given already. She is already co-host. Anu aunty, if you are hearing us, kindly अपने आप को unmute कीजिएगा और शुरू कीजिएगा गुरुजी की कृपा से.
Is not given. Yes, saying.
Auntie, you have not got the link, or what is not been given?
Access.
Access is not been given. Uncle, access is not been given to her.
I have given Anu aunty is now co-host already, so she can start.
What name you joined?
Okay, let me remove it and again do it.
Anji?
I'm doing it again. Let me try.
Sorry, Sangaji. 2 minutes glitch. Auntie is there, but I think she could access to the link. Anu auntie, are you there?
Jai Guruji, Anu aunty, We have given the access. Kindly अपने आप को unmute कीजिएगा.
मैसेज नहीं जा रहा ना शायद अनु आंटी के पास.
Yeah, I'm seeing the message already, and
I think she's there but एक्सेस नहीं हो पा रहा. Anu aunty, have you joined with your name only? Why it is Anu co-host is coming?
You have given co-host access. Not sure if that's the same Anu.
Anu aunty, are you Anu Rai aunty from Houston?
okay. Okay, Auntie, she is saying that access given to different Anu. So kindly raise hand, Auntie. तुम्हारा hand raise कीजिए.
शुक्राना महाराज का till Anu aunty joins. Let's start with it. As everyone knows, this multilingual team is putting immense efforts, in connecting old Sangat. I think it's for the first time that such a vast and huge platform we all have got. And that also to share Maharaj's satsangs, personal experiences. Satsang does not mean that, we read something or feel something or experience something and that we are going to write down or, we are going to speak about it. Satsang means सच का संग. महाराज से बड़ा सच शायद आज इस दुनिया में कोई भी नहीं. जिस हिसाब से देश विदेश में महाराज की कीर्ति फैली हुई है, गुरु महाराज जो है दुनिया का कोई ऐसा कोना नहीं है जहाँ पे नहीं है. आज संगत को ये नहीं लगता कि मैं तो हजारों किलोमीटर दूर अमेरिका के कोने में हूँ या ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हूँ या कनाडा में हूँ या दुबई में हूँ. कहीं पे भी आप यू कैन टेक एनी नेम, महाराज इज देयर. सो आई वुड लाइक टू request Sangaji to hear the satsangs, not as only the reading. Everybody can read. I've already said this thing. We all can read and write. But what personal experiences one has gone through during Maharaj's physical form. Those are the satsangs which we have kept in this divine book, And by grace of Guruji Maharaj, he himself has initiated for this. He wanted us to know all about it because he had that vision, when he'll not be physically around, then Sangat will go to whom? know, how will we come to know about Maharaj's Mahima? So the book was written, and now we all read Old Sangat. It's really immense pleasure to read it ourselves. Anu Aunty has joined, Uncle. Don't know. संगत जी, I'm sorry. महाराज की ही कोई इच्छा होगी जो थोड़ा सा समय लग रहा है. As in one of the satsang Maharaj said, I wanted one of जी uncle.
सॉरी आंटी,
जी.
अनुराई आंटी के लिए अनाउंसमेंट करना चाहता हूँ दोबारा.
Yeah.
आंटी अपने आप को रीनेम कर सकते हैं, रीनेम अलाउड है, और दोबारा नहीं तो हैंड रेज कीजिए. मैंने अनु नाम से जो आपने ज्वाइन किया उनको ही हमने एक्सेस दिया है, तो दोबारा हैंड रेज कीजिए प्लीज.
I think Ravi uncle is, I will send him unmute request. Ravi uncle.
रवि अंकल, अच्छा, ओके.
Hello.
Yeah, he's unmuted
Hello.
himself.
Hello.
Ravi Rai uncle?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
The thing is, we were co-host on the iPad which Anu has,
Ji.
but it was not. It was saying that host is not letting you unmute yourself, unmute us. We don't know what's the hit.
This is what I was saying. It's all Maharaj's kripa and mercy, you know. I don't know. महाराज कहते थे ए फ्लाइट 2 घंटे लेट जाएगी तेनू नहीं पता फ्लाइट ने क्रैश हो जाना सी. So we are believer in that. I think you are also very well aware. Anyhow, I would like to invite you again. As we all know, you're going to read your own satsang from the book Light of Divinity, and it's immense pleasure in inviting you both, Uncle. I know you are going to bless us all by sharing Maharaj's Kripa and Satsangs. So let's start it. Would you like to? Can I ask a small question before we start, Uncle?
Yes, please.
Yeah, a very small query, you know. Can you please tell, have you always dreamt of becoming, on taking your career in Navy, or you have thought of something else which could not be fulfilled? Or this Navy thing had been given by Guruji? It's a small query from my side, please.
Jai Guruji.
Jai Guruji, Aunty. Jai Guruji. You're
Jai
most
Guruji to
welcome.
all Sangat. Thanks a lot for hosting us, and Guruji, thanks a lot for giving us chance to sing in your praise.
Ji.
So I'll answer your small question.
Yeah,
I always wanted to be an Air Force pilot.
I see.
My dad was in the army,
Ji.
but then the first chance which came into my lap was Merchant Navy.
Ji.
I was still in pre-engineering, what is 12th now. So I took it and I went to. It was also not a good, it was a good career. So I had no reservations of joining it. And obviously, Guruji was always there blessing us at that time also and now also.
Yeah.
Why I would say blessing us that time? Because when I went for the exams for Merchant Navy, known as TS Rajendra and DMT in those days, now it is IIT JE.
Anji.
In my last paper, we had 3 days and 2 papers each. So the after lunch paper, in the lunchtime, I was sleeping outside under a tree. And the examination had already started. So one of course, after I knew he was my batchmate, by that time, one of the candidates, his father came and woke me up and said, have you come for giving exam? I said, yes. And the other candidate, ho bhi gaya. Ja andar.
Oh.
So it is always his blessings in, though that time physically I had not met Guruji, but he's always there with all of us. So that's why it's very hard to say who's new Sangat and who's old Sangat. Since
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he is blessing all of us, we have no idea.
I know. We also want to call ourselves Sangat only. There is nothing new and old, you know. Everybody is so comfortable in Guruji's Sharan. So we all are together as Sangat. ठीक है ना अंकल? Who's going to read it first? Auntie will also read.
We can take turns, or she can read. She can read, and then if something is there, that's up to you. Just
Yeah,
please
and
remind me
I
after the
hope
satsang, after
I
the
have the
reading.
permission to ask something in between, or you want me to ask at the end?
No, you can anytime. We are. This is not my satsang. This is our family's satsang.
Thank you. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you very much. So let's start it.
So, as you all know, the title is for a shipping man. He charts course of life. In 1995, myself, now a captain with Machu Navy, was at his home in Jalandhar when his left eye vision blurred. Doctors found that there was a nerve problem behind left retina. As luck would have it, at this time his mother and wife went to Guruji's temple in Defense Colony to deliver someone's message. So instead of Rai, I would call myself. Uh, Subsequently, my mother wanted me to go to Guruji. I refused initially, but agreed to drop my mother till Guruji's place and pick her up. Once I reached there, I was curious and went inside as well. Like all mothers, my mother too was anxious that her son should get well. She told Guruji of my problem. Guruji sent me to another room and told me to sit there. I was restless and mentally asked Guruji what I was doing there. No sooner had I made this query that Guruji came into room and asked me, "What should I do for you?" He then
Uncle, can
asked,
you imagine how blessed you are? Guruji is asking, what should
I
I do for
at
you?
that moment I felt very embarrassed.
Obviously.
And this is in English. His words were like this: "Rai साहब थोड़ी की सेवा करिए."
Anji.
And I was just trying, like any one of us, initially before we come to Guruji's darbar, we get restless. Somebody's called us and he's not attending to us, and we're already 5-10 minutes sitting over there. You say, then why? What am I doing here? And that's the time I was mentally talking to him, and he was right in front of me.
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
He asked me to get bunch of betel leaves. He blessed these and asked me to put them over my eyes with help of a light bandage for about an hour, and then dispose of the leaves in the flowing water. I followed the remedy. After an hour, I found my vision was perfect. So then I began going to Guruji regularly. I had a vision on his third or fourth visit. I would not say vision. I did not see this problem or think in those lines. I was woken up. Vision is when you are. I was awake. He came and he woke me up. Physically, someone touched my shoulder and moved me, and I woke up. And I was woken up during my sleep and found that there was a blue light coming in my bedroom wall. I could clearly see Shivji, and further ahead in a yellow dress was Guruji. In place of Guruji's head, there was a Shivaling. So I woke up my wife, and everything vanished. Now I would like to add certain things over here.
Yeah, of course, yes, of course.
This was 95.
1995.
And the Bade Mandir was not complete yet. And the Shivling was not there.
No.
Building was coming up, yes.
Yeah,
but shivling was not there yet.
yeah.
That shivling on Guruji's head was the same shivling which was on Bade Mandir.
I see.
And the chola he was wearing that day, in 95, he blessed a photograph and gave it to me with the same chola photograph, which I had not asked, I want this chola photograph. He gave it to me himself. I asked for a photograph to be blessed. I did not know which photograph. So one photograph was, he got printed out from one Sevadar and he blessed it. When I saw it, it was the same chola which he had given me darshan in 95 and the photo I got in 97.
Just imagine, this is Guruji's Mahima.
And then 98, when I first time went to Bade Mandir, and that shivling was there.
Yeah, right. Uncle, tell me one more thing. When you saw shivling on his head, uh, had you started believing that he is Mahashiv himself? Was
No,
it like that?
when I got this darshan, we were only 3-4 days old into that Sangat in Jalandhar Mandir, and we
Yeah.
belong to Sikh family. And I can say that I was not into it. I only knew that Shivji is Hindu's god. Just that's it, nothing more than this, and nothing less. But
Ji, uncle.
his blessings.
Of course, yes.
So Guruji's play with his devotee had begun, and his grace began to flow towards the Rai family. Want to read your? Anu was suffering from Anu, my wife, slip disc in her lower back. She used to wear a heavy belt, and according to doctors, the only way out was an operation. This was fairly risky even a slight surgical misjudgment could lead to paralysis. When Guruji came to know of the problem, he took a spoon and scanned Anu's back through it. The condition simply disappeared, and she had no problem since. Soon after that, we traveled to Hemkund Sahib. So it is 22 kilometers climb on foot, and Anu was miles ahead of everybody else.
See the miracle. This is the miracle of Guruji. I know. Here it is written the condition simply disappeared. Means the pain has disappeared, or you have gone to doctors and came to know there's no more slip disc is there. What exactly does it mean, Anu Aunty? Simply disappeared?
Yeah, before coming to Guruji, of course, I used to try to sit on the stairs in Jalandhar Mandir. But the moment I would see Guruji, I would come down and say. But since you, yeah,
There was doctor reports.
yeah, doctor's report was that I had the slip disc of lumbar 4 and 5, and pain used to be there. But when Guruji cured me, the pain vanished. And after that, my diagnosis for back came in a different way also, and still it is there. But with Guruji's grace, I'm really doing quite good. Yeah, it is his kirpa only.
Of course, yes. Always his meher.
Yes. And I suffered quite a lot with my back problem before coming to Guruji. Yeah.
She used to wear a full, complete belt, almost full back was covered.
I
Not
think
a small belt.
I have little remembrance, Chote Mandir, a lady coming with the full belt on the back.
No. This is in Jalandhar Mandir,
Okay.
95.
I might be wrong.
Not in Nepal state,
No.
never.
Okay.
So I had a month left or so to go back to the ship. This is after Shivji's darshan, and we went to Hemkund Sahib. I decided to get my youngest Masi, who had a heart wall changed, to Jalandhar so that she could benefit from Guruji's presence. Guruji, meanwhile, would regularly ask me on what date I was going to my ship. And my unchanging reply was a month. He would also make me listen to a Shabad, one of whose lines said that the new devotee was still at first step, but he had already begun calling everybody to the path of faith. However, I went as planned to Pune and came back with my Masi, mother sister, and when they went for darshan, we found access was not easy. Devotees would tell Guruji was in part, or gate would be closed. Apparently, something was up. So, we as family, myself, my mother, Anu, and Masi, were able to go in one day. Guruji blessed her and asked her to go back to Pune. The message went unheeded. Masi went to him again and was told to go back. When Rai asked him if she might stay, Guruji kept silent. Clearly, he wanted her to return to Pune. Soon, I was to leave Jalandhar to get back to my ship. And that same day morning, Masi complained of heart problem and was admitted to military hospital in Jalandhar. By the time I reached my ship, her condition had worsened. However, thanks to Guruji, her last days were pleasant and happy. Her family members were able to meet her, and she told them it was due to Guruji that they could see and talk to her. She breathed her last peacefully. But the message was borne home. Had I listened to Guruji, the end might not have come at the time it did.
जी uncle, जी. A very frank question, In spite of being blessed by Guruji, in spite of being in his Sharan, your Masi passed away. So at that point of time, how you took it in terms of your devotion and your Shraddha towards Guruji and Guruji as Guruji or Rab. What was your take on that, uncle, at that point of time?
Well, I don't remember any questions coming into my mind from that angle.
Ji.
Yes, we did repent because we didn't realize the depth of Guruji's words, because we also knew. That's why he used to make me listen to that Shabad. There was not Shabad, there was one
Shiv Kumar
Bhutalvi's poem sung by Neele Khan. He especially got that cassette from the market, and whenever I used to go, he used to play and say, Son, a couple of times. But then I could not relate anything to that. I was relating some other lines to something different. And then afterwards, I was on ship, but my mom and Anu used to go to Guruji.
I went a lot.
So he used to say कि ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਮਨਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਭੇਜ ਦੋ ਉਹ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਥਾਂ ਸੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਹੋ and but then we, of course, we were also at fault by not listening to it. More or less, we were still new. We didn't understand the depths of his hukam at that given time. It was after a few years, maybe it would have been different. So he said कि had she gone back, she would have lived 2 more years.
Yeah, extension of 2 more years.
I see. Extension दे देते थे ना गुरुजी lives को. Still he is giving extension. Many of us are on our extended period, enjoying.
Yeah.
So this is what
People don't know whether we are extension or not. That's the beauty.
Of course. बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हो, बिल्कुल ठीक.
Guruji taught us all. With the time we understood that Guruji is saying आज्ञा दे रहे हैं तो चलो. That time it was agreed that she had come from Pune so she could stay more days to have his blessings. But he had blessed her, so he wanted her to go back.
And she was already feeling good. She was already feeling, she had started doing, he had blessed a lota for her. And she had started taking that lota blessed water here only. She was feeling much healthier. And we all were happy. But then, of course...
commandment नहीं समझते थे ना अंकल हम लोग. I still remember Empire State गुरुजी बोलते थे चलो छुट्टी हो गई जाओ पिक्चर खत्म अपने अपने घर जाओ. तो ना हम एक दूसरे के पीछे छिपते रहते थे और ये जो पिलर था एम्पायर स्टेट में बीच में, उसके पीछे जाके छिप जाते थे, पीछे किचन के पास जाके छिप जाते थे। गुरुजी कहीं मुझे ना कह दें थे आते चल वो निकल, यू नो, बट वी नेवर न्यू ना कि गुरुजी की आज्ञा मतलब सर्वोपरि, इट हैज टू बी ऑन टॉप ऑफ एवरीथिंग। हम अपनी मर्जी चलाते थे, नहीं हली नहीं हली नहीं, थोड़ी देर और थोड़ी देर और, बेशक रात के 1:30 बजे हो, बेशक रात के 2 बजे हो, फिर भी लगता था थोड़ी देर हो गई।
कभी कभी दिल नहीं पड़ता थी।
कद्दी भी नहीं दिल पड़ता सी, कद्दी भी। खाने तो जरूर मन में चुरांदी से, आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर गुरुजी बारी बारी बुलाते थे, और एज यू मस्ट बी
बर्फी
नोइंग,
प्रसाद
एक
समोसा
बर्फी तो उन्होंने कदी देनी ही नहीं है, 5-6 बर्फियां नु ऐसा कर करके एक लड्डू जिहा बना के ऐसा सुट देते सी ਤੁਹਾਡੀ तरफ, और 2 हाथों से हम लोग को कैच करना पड़ता था। तो मतलब एक शाम में आप समोसे भी खा रहे हो और बर्फी भी खा रहे हो और टॉफियां भी खा रहे हो और जल प्रसाद और चाय प्रसाद और लंगर प्रसाद, मतलब इतना खाते थे। एंड बिलीव मी कभी 100 ग्राम वजन नहीं बदया सी।
That was prasad na, he always
that was
blessing.
prasad.
That
He
was
used to say ना कि
ਇੱਥੇ ਖਾ ਲਿਆ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦ ਹੈ ਬਾਹਰ ਲੈ ਕੇ
ਇੱਥੇ ਖਾਓ ਤੇ ਦਵਾਈ ਘਰ ਲੈ ਜਾਓ ਤੇ ਮਿਠਾਈ।
मिठाई।
Very
आज भी
important.
उहियो गल है आंटी, मैं नवी संगत ਨੂੰ ਇਹੋ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਚਾਹਾਂਗੀ। गुरु जी कहते थे ਇੱਥੇ खाई दवाई, बाहर लेके गए थे मिठाई।
Only
संगत
accepting was toffees.
या संगत आज भी पता है क्या करती है, जैसे 3 रोटी आई हैं, 2 खाई, एक बैग में डाल दी, थोड़ी सी सब्जी डाल दी, ठीक है, घर वालों के लिए ही कर रहे हैं, सबका मन होता है कि कोई नहीं आ पा रहा तो उसके मुंह भी प्रसाद लग जाए। लेकिन गुरु जी दी जेड़ी ब्लेसिंग है ना, वो लंगर प्रसाद तो आई थिंक कितने ज्यादा है। और अगर इफ somebody wants to be blessed, जरूरी नहीं है उसको घर बैठ के लंगर की जरूरत है। आई थिंक आई कैन मेक माई पॉइंट क्लियर बाय सेइंग सो। ये मुझे हमेशा ये लगता है कि संगत घर क्यों रह जाती है ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕੱਢ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ, ਜੇ
नहीं,
गुरु जी
मैं
ने देना है तो आपे ही दे देना।
मैं एक सत्संग इत्थे दसना चाहूंगी कि जलंधर गुरु जी दे भगत हैं, मैं नाम नहीं लूंगी
हाँ
ते
जी,
गुरु जी ने लंगर कराया, उन्होंने एक रोटी चक के अपने बैग च रख ली एंड नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन शी केम शी कंप्लेन कि गुरु जी जे मेरे गोडे दुखदे है ते गुरु जी कहंदे जेड़ी रोटी पा के ले गई सी बैग च पूरी खा लेंदी ते ठीक हो जांदी।
ठीक हो
तो
जाती।
जो प्रसाद उत्थे मिलिया, अपना लंगर प्रसाद मिलिया, ਉਹਨੂੰ अपना जो गुरु जी तो ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ है कि वो उत्थे ही पूरा अपना खाना
ही
चाहिए।
खाना है, उत्थे ही
हाँ जी।
खाना है और शेयर नहीं करना। जे
नहीं।
जे मतलब अंकल जोशी अंकल ज्यादातर एम्पायर स्टेट होते सी, जे अंकल ने मैनू सिंगला अंकल या जोशी अंकल विपी होते थे, अगर
VP,
उन्होंने एक ग्लास मेरे अगे इस तरह कर दिता है तो वो मेरे ना दा है।
yeah.
I can't pass it on to my husband or anybody
ਇਹ
else, you know।
ਇਹ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਨਾ ਸਮਝਾਉਂਦੇ ਪਰ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਜੀ।
नहीं
ਉਹ ਤਾਂ
समझते
ਆਪਣਾ
नहीं
ਫੜਾ
नहीं।
ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ। मैं कहता ना
ना,
पढ़ाओ भाई, ਉਹਦੇ
हाँ
ਚੁੱਕ
इस तरह ट्रे फड़ी हुई है, संगत एक ग्लास चुकेगी अगे अगे, पास इट ऑन पास इट ऑन पास इट ऑन, which was never at that time। जो अपने को लांदा सी वो ਤੁਹਾਡਾ
ਤੁਹਾਡਾ
है ना, अपने हस्बैंड ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਈਦਾ ਸੀ।
नहीं।
ਤੇ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁਣ
ਚਲੋ ਜੀ
शायद
ਮੇਰ
मॉडर्न
ਕਰਾਂਗੇ।
जमाना।
ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ we can only share what we've seen, rest it is
Yeah,
wisdom.
yeah, this is what I always say by reading this divine book, you know, बातों बातों में हम संगत को वो बात एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं जो उस समय हुआ करती थी।
Yeah.
The rest, you know, we all are adults. Nobody can force anyone to
No.
listen to us
We are
and
still
go
also
according to that,
in
you know,
we are still
that.
also in the lower classes.
हाँ जी, हाँ
Yeah.
जी, हाँ जी,
I'll
ठीक है,
continue.
हाँ जी,
I was once planning to shift my shipping company to another one since my promotion to captain of the ship had been due for last 4 years. But it was not happening despite my work and profile being okay for the jump in the rank. I was in Chandigarh and it was my wife's birthday when I received a call from Mumbai. From another shipping company, they asked me to come over to Mumbai, promising to take me as captain. So I went to Delhi to take Guruji's permission, and Guruji gave it by saying Kumea.
Mm.
In Mumbai, When I reached, I had my medical done. Then I met the company officials. So during the meeting, that they had changed, I found that during that they had changed their mind. That they were now asking me to join for 2 months before promoting me to captain. So I refused the offer. I came back to find that the old firm wanted me back. So like when this happened over there, the Guruji's word "kumya,"
घूमिया
है ना? So
फिर
he,
तो के वापस आ जाओ अंकल मेरे
so
को
I went to
अमरनाथ
the
भेज दिया उन्होंने ये बोल के जा घूम फिरा
kumya, हाँ जी.
मतलब
So
दर्शन नहीं दर्शन तो मेरे उन्होंने यहीं करा दिया शिवलिंग के ऊपर जो हमारे वहां शिवलिंग बना हुआ है उसी के ही ऊपर गुरुजी ने मुझे शिवलिंग के दर्शन कराए मेरे साथ और संगत दी थी लेकिन अब डर के मारे तो नहीं बोलूंगी ना कि गुरुजी प्लान है प्रोग्राम जाने दो दोबारा थोड़ी बोलूंगी तो गुरुजी मुझे बोलते अच्छा जा फिर घूम फिरा
Yeah.
I can correlate this kumya word there.
Yeah.
I came back and found that old firm wanted me back. Guruji advised me to join them. Accordingly, I left. The ship was in Scotland. The ship was due to arrive. The ship was 2, 3 days late, and I hung around. On the day ship was going to come, I had a dream. I saw Guruji. Guruji gave me a date, 14 July. I woke up wondering what the date meant. When the ship came, I went on the ship, and I was that time chief officer. So I was asked to relieve chief officer. Instead, the ship captain had instructions to take me on parallel trip to Caribbean, and where he was to be relieved, and I would be given charge of the ship. Even the company kept quiet; they did not tell me, kept a surprise for me.
Yeah.
When I went on board ship, chief officer is normally in charge of discharging and all that. So the person who was there, I knew him before. So I went, I met him, and I said, "Okay, so when are you leaving?" He said, "I'm not leaving." So then I said, "If you're not leaving, then why am I here? If you're not
Right.
going anywhere, then why am I here?" He says, "Well, you are here to have a parallel voyage with captain, and then you take over." I said, "Oh my God, no, no one told me this."
The day he
And
got
then,
dream over there.
and then that 14 July,
Hmm.
we reached. It was Saint Martin Islands in Caribbean. So we reached over there, and 13th night we reached, and 14th morning I took over the command. That 14 July, Guruji gave me the hotel in Scotland before I joined.
So the day Guruji gave him darshan, in dream darshan, he
जी.
had called me and he told me that uncle खुश बड़ा है. So
Guruji called her.
Guruji called me and he said कि uncle खुश बड़ा है. मैं क्या अच्छा गुरुजी तुसी कह रहे हो तो होंगे, you know. Then later he told me that he had dream of Guruji. So गुरुजी कहते ना सपने च भी आना ਇਹ गुरुजी ਦੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ
बिल्कुल
ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸੁਪਨਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ.
नहीं ले सकते बिल्कुल ठीक
The
बिल्कुल
dream had come true because disciple had followed Guruji's word. Indeed, the blessings remained with me through the 9 months I was on the ship. And during these months, I was so blessed that anything that I would think of would happen. I grew afraid of wishing for a wrong thing.
Of course, yes.
So what can't Guruji do? In 1997, I had gone to Mumbai to get a new passport on urgent basis. While I tried to get a new one issued, I found that I had the old one which I had valid US visa had been lost. This is in the Mumbai passport office. So I met the passport officer and I told him this is an urgency, this is a letter, and I have to go there. I had to go to office in Vancouver, shipping office. And Canada doesn't issue visas on the pages. Those days they used to attach pages under the passport. If your passport is full, they would get some pages and attach under the passport. They were not giving on that. They wanted a proper fresh passport book. So I went to him. He said, okay. He signed my application. You go, you will get it in 2-3 hours, new passport. So while I was standing in the line to submit my application for the new one, I suddenly realized in my file, the old passport is not there. This is in the passport office.
Gee.
And then it doesn't end over here. It's, let me read where I was saying. Yeah. And that passport had a valid US visa.
Hmm.
I was at wit's end. Imagine the surprise when a gang member involved in stealing of passports told him not to worry. What happened was one person came to me. He says,
Gee.
you lost your passport? I said, yes. It has a valid US visa? I said, yes. He says, wait 15 minutes, I'll get you the passport. I did not make any noise, any announcement, nothing. He came to me. And within 15 minutes, your passport.
You got your passport back
Yes,
in 15 minutes?
15 minutes. And he came to me and he asked me, you lost? I said, yes. And he asked me, did it have a US visa? I said, yes. He had US visa, valid visa. He says, just give us 15 minutes. And he gave me the passport.
सी महाराज कृपा महाराज ने ही खुद उसको भेजा होगा जा पासपोर्ट वापस करके मेरे बंदे दा
उसका वापस कर दे, बाकी ये मर्जी कर।
किदा पासपोर्ट चुक लिया है मेरे सामने दा पासपोर्ट चुक लिया है जा वापस करके
Really.
तेरा अंत ना पाया तई ते अगम अगोचरा तेरा अंत ना पाया
I always say Guruji's blessings are like an iceberg.
Nice.
We only know the tip, what we think. The major part of blessing is under the water, which we don't know. Nobody knows what he's blessed us.
And what all is there?
Yes.
ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਥੋੜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਮੰਗੋ ਨਾ ਮੰਨੋ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਮੰਗੋ ਨਾ ਮੰਨੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਮੰਗ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਆਪਣੀ ਕੈਪੈਸਿਟੀ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮੰਗ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹਨਾ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਦੀ ਸੋਚ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ
he had once twice said also ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਵੱਡੀ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਛੋਟੀ ਮੰਗੇ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ
ਛੋਟੀ ਮੰਗ ਕੇ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦੇ
ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਮੰਗਣਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ our vision is very short
अपनी तरफ से बहुत क्लेवर बनते हैं अंकल हम लोग मूर्ख प्राणी है आज भी इतने सालों साल महाराज की शरण में है लेकिन आज भी हमारी ये जो अहम और वहम वाली बातें हैं ना ये पूरी तरह से आज भी हमसे छूटी नहीं है दोनों बातें आज भी है साथ में और वहम भी है
it is heading as Pune Miraculous.
हाँ जी
My son was also similarly recipient of Guruji's blessings. Though he had taken up maths and science, Guruji told him to do law course from Pune, where I had my maternal uncle residing, my Mamaji.
जी
So me and my son reached Pune to find that all seats had been taken up. I'll just give a small brief to this.
Yeah.
He had asked us to go and get admission in Symbiosis. And by the time he told him to do law, all that entrance exams were already over. A few weeks over. It was not just, I'm like, so there was no way we could appear the exam and get the seat. Since we hadn't sent for exam, there was no question of him getting a seat. Then Pune, we were then, in this I did not write here. Guruji had said, जब तक admission होंदी नहीं वापस नहीं आना to me.
ओह अच्छा अच्छा कितने वापस आ जाओ एडमिशन तो नहीं चलो घर चलिए
हाँ कहते जब तक होंदी नहीं वापस नहीं आना and I was there for 2 months.
Oh my God.
So because this is in a very brief over here, Mamaji knew that time Symbiosis was not a deemed university. It was just a college kind of thing, a bigger college thing. And the main director was that time Mujumdar, I don't know who's now. So Mamaji knew him because he had shared a lot of functions, stages with him, So it was my son and that Choti Masi who had passed away in 95, her daughter, also was seeking admission in
MCA.
MCA in the same
Okay.
university.
जी
So he told my Mama ji, take one seat from me, either MCA or law. I cannot give you both. So then I thought Masi is not there, and so मैं कहा, इसकी कहीं और law हो ही जाएगी. I told Mama ji उसको give MCA. That went. Then Mamaji is pretty well known in Pune. Like, my all uncles are born brought up in Pune. So we tried his level best. Admission hui nahi rahi. We even went and met Pune University registrar also. As a friend, not as otherwise. So then I'll read from here now.
अंकल आपने सोचा नहीं है हम चलना वहां वापस बथेरा हो गया
आज्ञा थी नहीं जाना तो मतलब ही नहीं होता.
आज्ञा का आपको ध्यान
By
था ना आज्ञा
by that time we had
We had understood his आज्ञा then.
that his words are ultimate. So whatever he said, we had to follow and we would follow.
There was no
दिस
if
इज
and buts.
कंप्लीट सरेंडर दिस
No
इज
ifs and buts.
कंप्लीट सरेंडर महाराज ने जो कह दिया सो कह दिया
Yeah.
उसके
And then
आगे
what
ना
happened?
हम सोचे ना देखे
हाँ.
ना सुने बस सिर्फ माने
So then what happened
माने
now? The Pune University, under which the college came, announced that we will add one section of law, first year law, to this college.
imagine
So they added one section, 60 number of seats in one section, and my son got admission in that. Then we came back to Delhi, Guru Matha Tekya, my son was with me, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿਉਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਐਡਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਦਿਵਾਉਣ ਲਈ 60 ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਮਿਲ ਗਈ ਨਾਲ.
नरेंद्र अंकल ने एक बार अंकल यही ऐसा ही एक सत्संग सुनाया था कि मुझे वापस जाना था और मैं गुरुजी को कहा कि चलो एयरपोर्ट पे जाने से पहले मत्था टेक देना और फिर जावांगा मत्था टेक के जावांगे हम लोगों को आदत थी एयरपोर्ट जाने से पहले एयरपोर्ट से आके मत्था टेकना तो अंकल कहते मैं गया गुरुजी ने बैठा लेता लंगर खवाओ दोबारा लंगर दियो चाह प्रसाद दियो और मैं बार बार घड़ी ते देखा जावा भी मेरा टाइम निकल जाएगा फ्लाइट निकल जाएगी ते गुरु जी अपना बैठे सामने हुन मैं उठन दी कोशिश करा भी गुरु जी ने कहा गुरु जी आ गया मेरी फ्लाइट जाने वाली है गुरु जी फिर ऐसा इशारा कर दे क्या ली बैठ जा फिर उठा फिर गुरु जी कह दें बैठ जा हाली नहीं जाना अंकल करते करते फ्लाइट का टाइम निकल गया तो मैंने सोच लिया कि आई हैव मिस माय फ्लाइट नाउ आई हैव टू टेक अनदर फ्लाइट टिकट भी खराब हुई पैसे भी खराब हुए गुरुजी ने लंगर खवाने वास्ते मैंने जान ही नहीं दिता ही थॉट दिस बट आफ्टर 1 hour or so गुरुजी कहते हाँ तू कितने जाना सी हवाई जहाज फड़ के कहा हाँ जी गुरुजी मैं जा रहा था आपने मुझे जाने नहीं दिया तो हुन चला जा हुन की है तो गुरुजी मेरी फ्लाइट चली गई तू जा तो सही एयरपोर्ट अंकल वो एयरपोर्ट गए flight was waiting stranded there for 1 hour and it never moved and गुरुजी से जे फ्लाइट 1 घंटा पहले उड़ जाती ना ते 260 बंदियां ने मर जाना सी
Oh.
फ्लाइट ने क्रैश होना सी मैं तेरे वास्ते एक बंदे वास्ते 260 जाना आज बचाइया ने
Right.
so मेरे गूज बम्स खड़े हो रहे हैं ये बात करते हुए
सही गल है
ये हमारे महाराज की यही कृपा है बस हम
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਰਵੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਹਸਬੰਡ ਨਾ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਨੀਨਾ ਦੀ he was also traveling from Neeru's husband Ravi, old Sangat. He was traveling from somewhere, I think Andhra or somewhere, some train.
Yeah.
The train got derailed. So in his bogie, the Guruji saved everybody in his bogie. When he came back, said, "Tere sari bogie, main sare bande bachate."
ਸੋ ਦੇਖੋ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਭਗਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਆ ਤਦ ਵੀ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਸੀ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਰੱਖਦੇ
ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਰੱਖ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਰੱਖ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਰੱਖ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਹੀ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਆ ਜਦ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੀ ਪਾਓਗੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ
And it's okay, I'll go ahead.
ਜੀ ਜੀ ਜੀ
After he got the admission, Guruji said he had 60 more students in as well. Then Guruji had to make sure that he passed the examinations as well. that the divine will was working closely in bringing about success was clear when Guruji mentioned that his friends were failing, he was passing every year. ਕੋਈ ਅੰਦਰ ਤੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਤੂੰ ਕਦੀ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਕਿ ਤੇਰੇ ਦੋਸਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਫੇਲ ਹੋ ਤੂੰ ਕੱਲਾ ਪਾਸ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਪਾਸ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ
ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਪਾਸ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸੀ?
And when he would say कि पेपर बहुत खराब होया ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ हाईएस्ट होंगे बाकी
सब
ਚ नहीं।
ये तो मेरी
हाँ।
डॉटर्स का सत्संग है ही है कि
हाँ।
सोशल स्टडीज सबसे टफ लगता था और लगता था इसी में ही नंबर कम हो जाएंगे और गुरुजी ने उसमें हाईएस्ट मार्क्स दिलवाए। ये सत्संग तो बहुत बच्चों का होगा।
बहुत बच्चों का है। So I carry on and then
जी।
still in Pune, my maternal uncle in Pune was benefited as well. Once Guruji gave me a photograph to take to my uncle in Pune, and this was surprising because I had never talked to Guruji about my Mamaji in Pune, maternal uncle. When photograph was given in Pune, Rai's uncle was also surprised as well and cryptically explained how does Guruji know. So when I gave him the photography, Guruji is blessed and given to you. So he said, how does Guruji know? Then I asked him, what does Guruji know? That we all don't know, So that's the time he said, because for 30 years after marriage, they were still childless. And they were trying for some time to have a children through a surrogate mother. But even that was not happening. So when this photograph came, this was the last try. Surrogate mother ki ho gaya to theek hai. And Guruji's photo came, baby was born, he was blessed with a son. And
ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਬਦਲ ਤੂੰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਹੱਥਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਲਕੀਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਮੱਥੇ ਦੀਆਂ ਲਕੀਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ प्रारब्ध बदलने वाले सिर्फ एक ही है।
हाँ जी।
मैं तो ये कहती हूँ हमेशा कि गुरुजी अपनी जो उस टाइम पे भी संगत थी जो हमने मतलब एक्सपीरियंस किया और आज भी जो गुरुजी के साथ जुड़ी हुई है, गुरुजी तो उन सबके अंदर की कर्मों की चिप निकाल के साफ करके वापस डाल देते।
नहीं, साफ करके अपनी प्लान बना के डाल दिया।
अपनी प्लानिंग दे चिपा देते।
जो जिन्हों जितना लोड है बस ओदी कंडीशन एक ही है कि बस उन्हां दे नाल जुड़े रहिए।
So then afterwards, my Mamaji came and to thank Guruji for blessing him with a son. He said कि मुंडा होड़ लाला कि उन्होंने किया भी।
Does he still come to Delhi? बड़े मंदिर आते हैं?
वो उनकी अभी सारी फैमिली जो है वो पुणे में ही है, बहुत गुरुजी की सेवा में है वो, मतलब वहाँ पे भी।
अच्छा।
तो
जब दिल्ली आते हैं तब
जब दिल्ली आते हैं तो पक्का जाते हैं।
जी मतलब जुड़े हुए हैं ना?
जुड़े हुए।
बस ठीक है जी।
So now it's about my father.
जी।
His mother and wife were devoted to Guruji, and their father, however, was not keen on going. His principle was that one should be a good man and have direct relationship with God. He wasn't forced to come for Sangat as well, and nobody minded it. One day, we both went to Guruji, telling my father that we are going to city. I'll just explain this in real happenings. This was in the initial years when we were initial days in Jalandhar Mandir. So we had not told our dad that time ki I've got my eye blessed from Guruji and we're going to start going to Guruji. So one day me and Anu used to go, and next day Mummy used to go, my mother.
अच्छा।
So it was our day to go. And dad said ki you want to go to village naal sega aapne jo Jalandhar de ये पिंड जाना। मैं डैडी कोई नहीं पिंड कल चले जावांगा, थोड़ा शहर मैं जाना है, मैं घूमना है, काम हैगा। मैं ਉਹਨੂੰ ਇਦਾਂ ਬੋਲ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਲੰਧਰ ਮੰਦਿਰ ਐਂਟਰ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਜਾਣੇ, ਸ਼ਾਮ ਦੇ 5 ਵਜੇ ਦੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਆ। ਐਜ਼ ਵੀ ਐਂਟਰਡ, ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਵਾਸ ਸਟੈਂਡਿੰਗ ਇਨ ਦ ਲੌਬੀ, ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਿਆ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਜਾਓ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਘੁੰਮਿਓ। we got the message here. If we go back home and tell your dad.
It was a Thursday.
It was Thursday.
It was Thursday. Then he told us कि Saturday आ जाओ.
Ah.
So Guruji's protection extended to Rai's father as well. The Rais were shifting base to Chandigarh from Jalandhar on Guruji's order. The family went first with my father bringing the baggage
Package.
that had big photograph of Guruji next to the same photograph which he blessed and gave it to me. The very day when he arrived in Chandigarh to the new house, he had a heart attack. So he was taken to military hospital, command hospital in Chandigarh. Guruji was in Delhi, and I was on a ship. My ship was in Tokyo. So I on the ship was sleeping in my cabin, which was bolted from inside. When I felt someone shook my leg and woke me up. And I looked at the clock, it was 3:30 a.m. rather, it's written p.m. here, a.m.
And AM.
Just then, there was a call from home. I got a call from the ship's control, there's a call from home. So I went up. It was my wife who was saying that father was serious. So I told that Guruji had woken me up and would take care of him too. Meanwhile, it was found that my father's arteries were blocked, but he returned from hospital 10 days later. He fainted again. This time problem was put before Guruji. He called the couple and advised a remedy. We both went to Guruji. Soon Rai father was better. However, he still had to undergo a test. PMT test was there. So the day before, Guruji called us and he asked me to have a peg of whiskey with my dad. And I remember when I said, Dad, let's have a drink. This कल मेरा test है तो drink देना है मैंने. मैं कोई नहीं drink ला लेते हैं. गुरु जी भी आगे है ये तो ले लेते हैं. We had the drink. So we next day went to the army hospital for his TMT test. They did all those tests and all that. And the doctors, and we were waiting out in the waiting area. Quite some time passed. They're not coming to us. They are just running from one room to other room to other room. They all were puzzled, seeing the report ki bhi hoya ki hai. So then after end, they came to us, told us, जो कुछ भी था, अब ठीक है. But I was like, yeah, this is, he finally came patient for it, yes. Now there was one more here. My mother too was blessed. Once she was taking a bath in her Jalandhar home and she had a vision. She saw pages of Guru Granth Sahib opening and Guruji's face on them. His mother reported that this time the divine will had led her to do the part automatically. So this today actually today we had a satsang here in Chandigarh and we were sharing the same. Anu was sharing the same with the Sangat over there. You want to share?
Yeah, I was sharing this with Sangat that how Guruji made her do that. How Guru Granth Sahib Ji came to her house. That one day sitting in Jalandhar, Guruji says ke log babbe nu ta bulanda sochde hai and paudiyan de thalle fit kar lende hai. Pure
Oh.
he said, and then part nahi kar de. So then my mother-in-law said ki this is an indication for us. So he went to Amritsar Darbar Sahib and she got Guru Granth Sahib Ji home. And then we had ground floor and first floor also. Then there was a room on second floor also. So we duplex. So we then made Babaji's room on second floor, and she used to go 3:30 in the morning, be it cold weather or rainy season or any. But she would go in her time and then come back, then take care of house things also. So it was Guruji's kirpa, and then Guruji had asked her to do meditation for 2.5 hours every day. So she would do that, and as a blessing, Guruji gave her darshan in Guru Granth Sahib also. There is no difference.
This is while she was having a bath.
While she was having bath.
She was in the bathroom.
And then we went to Empire State, Delhi we came. So Guruji said, "Kyon तेरी मम्मी दा कच्छा च हथ मारन वाला हो गया, means she is so happy
It's hard
that
to express.
Yeah.
to express.
People do like this now when they are too
I
happy.
know, I know, I know.
People who are
Yes.
who can't speak.
I know.
This was a purely Guruji's blessing. In everything, it's his blessing only. Ever since we came to his Sharan and he accepted us. That's the big thing. He took us in his fold
Yes.
As we are.
as we are, without
Yes.
judging us much, without looking at our flaws, though none of us is without any karma. Otherwise, we wouldn't have come in this world. We all brought some baggage with us, and he accepted us with that and cleared all paths. You know, big,
एक
big,
एक
big
बात
blessing.
बताएं, गुरुजी is doing, has been doing, will be doing so much for us. But what is the best way to pay our gratitude to Guruji?
See, the
How
best
can we express this feeling of gratitude towards him?
With love. By
only
giving him unconditional love.
unconditional love. And the other thing I which feel a lot, that Guruji has blessed us all so much that we remember him all the time, not only in morning hour, any time during the day, all the time we are just in our mind, Guruji, Guruji, Guruji. Whatever is happening, Guruji is doing. If nothing is happening, if he doesn't want thing to happen, not he doesn't bother much. Okay, he doesn't want it to. So he is so much in us that that's his blessing only. कहते ना कि औखन औखा साचा ना हो, परमात्मा का नाम लेना ना सौखा नहीं है, but
And
he is making it so easy for संगत that हर वेले अपने आप ही अपना शुक्राना कर रहे हैं.
And I'll tell you one satsang about
जी,
gratitude.
जी.
Before I go there, he blessed my dad. This was 98. So sometimes in 2002 or somewhere around that time, your mom had come to Empire State, Chote Mandir to have Guru. That time he told my mother कि अंकल दा टेवा दिखा ला उदों ਇਹਦੀ ਡੈਥ ਲਿਖੀ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ तो mom said ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਟੇਵਾ ਦਿਖਾਣਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਲੈਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ thank you and all that. So 98 was a year he was supposed to leave this body and Guruji blessed him. I gave him extension. 2018 he passed.
Oh, wow. Jai Maharaj. Jai Maharaj.
And okay, during his last year, he actually, last year and a half, he got cancer also, 4th stage cancer. And the last year he was mainly bedridden. All of a sudden, from walking, within 2-3 months, he was on the bed. But he never complained. Guruji gave so much strength. He had this bone metastasis, which is pretty painful cancer. Guruji gave him strength to withstand all that and always be smiling. So now how do we know what all he's blessed us? We don't know at all.
बिल्कुल ठीक बात है. बिल्कुल
Or
ठीक.
you asked about gratitude.
जी, जी, जी.
ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਅੰਪਾਇਰ ਸਟੇਟ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅੰਦਰ ਸੇਵਾ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਮਰੇ 'ਚ ਐਂਡ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਊਟਸਾਈਡ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੋਏ ਸੀ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਹਰਬੰਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸੀਗਾ ਕੋਈ ਇਟ ਵਾਸ ਬਿਫੋਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੇਮ ਆਊਟ ਟੂ ਆਸਨ ਇਟ ਵਾਸ ਇਨਸਾਈਡ ਅ ਰੂਮ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜਲਦੀ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਵਿਆਖਿਆ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਦੀ ਵੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਸ਼ੁਕਰਾਨਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਐਂਡ ਇਨ ਦੈਟ ਵਿਆਖਿਆ ਵਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੇ
ਆਪਣੇ ਖਲ ਦੇ ਜੋੜੇ
ਬਣਾ ਦਿਓ ਆਪਣੇ ਭਾਰ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਸੋਨੇ ਦੀਆਂ ਅਰਫੀਆਂ ਤੋੜ ਕੇ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ ਔਰ ਆਪਣੀ ਵਾਈਫ ਨੂੰ ਗਹਿਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਲੱਦ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਭੇਂਟ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੂਰਾ ਐਂਡ ਵੈਨ ਦਿਸ ਲਾਈਨ ਕੇਮ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਐ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੁਣ ਸੋ ਲਾਈਕ ਆਨਸਰ ਟੂ ਦੈਟ query you had, we can never thank him enough.
Yeah.
But I would say कि he should bless us that we all
remain in his
Sharan and we love him so much that our love should be overflowing every second of our existence.
And I think this feeling should be for everyone in the world.
Yes,
सिर्फ
because see,
अपने वास्ते नहीं,
नहीं
सिर्फ गुरु वास्ते नहीं, हर
नहीं,
बंदे वास्ते ये चीज होनी
ਤੁਸੀਂ
चाहिए।
ਜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਸਹੀ ਪਿਆਰ, ਜੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਉਸ ਲੈਵਲ ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਆ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆਉਂਦਾ,
हर
ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹਰ
बंदे
ਬੰਦੇ
च
ਗੁਰੂ
गुरु।
ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪੇ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ
जी
ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰੋਗੇ। ਔਰ ਉਹ ਲੈਵਲ, of course we all are trying for that, we keep trying, it's a journey. So and Auntie, I would like to through this medium platform
yeah,
request, maybe I have heard it wrong, I'm not sure, that Light of Divinity is being edited. People are adding some substance to it. So I would just request with folded hands, please, if someone has done it or think, don't do it. Because we will have blessings even after the book got published. But then that book is his, during his time, he got it compiled through Jitu. And we should not touch that.
we should not.
Now at present, I have here the first edition.
जी, same book.
This was 10th June. Dugri Jitu brought it for proofreading and he gave it. And I still kept this book. So that's why I said I don't know if it is true or it is false. But if it is true, I would request all the Sangat, please don't add any more satsangs to it or don't edit your satsang to it. I would share with you a small satsang of close family friend here, Munir Jhakar.
जी
So Guruji that time gave option क्या तुसी जीतू ਨੂੰ जाके सत्संग सुना दो या अपने आप लिख के ले आओ, तो वो लिख के ले आया पेपर च, पेपर फोल्ड ਸੀਗਾ, गुरु जी फोल्ड पेपर ਐ ਫੜਿਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੂਰਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ, ਜਾ ਲੈ ਜਾ, ਖੋਲਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ। ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਸੋਚੇ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਮਿਸ ਕਰ ਗਿਆ, ਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਦਿਨ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਧਿਆਨ ਆ ਗਿਆ, ਉਹਨੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਲਿਖਤਾ, ਫਿਰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ, ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਫੜਿਆ, ਹੁਣ ਠੀਕ ਆ जीत ਨੂੰ दे दे।
हम अंकल वहां थे मैं और मेरे हस्बैंड वहां थे।
So he did not even open the paper.
He is not open.
So seeing that in mind, keeping, let us not add or subtract anything from this. Whatever is there is there.
Whatever he wanted there to be in that.
Because see, this is the again company ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਬੁੱਧੀ ਲਾਣ ਲੱਗ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਆ। ਇਹ ਸੜ ਕੀ ਨਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਅਕਲ ਜੁੱਤੀ ਨਾਲ ਬਾਹਰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਆਓ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ।
और
आप कुछ और आप कुछ संगत को बताना चाहोगे तो?
somebody's feeling, but it was this is the best platform because this is on Light of Divinity, and I consider this as a granth.
It's a granth.
Even for us, whenever ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਰੋਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਦਾ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਰੋਜ਼ ਪੜ੍ਹਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਾਈਫ ਜੋ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਹਦਾ ਸਤਸੰਗ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਉਂਦਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਜਵਾਬ ਮਿਲਦੇ। I'll tell you, I had left this bookmark on one page. Then I opened that book, Granth again after almost close to an year. And Odhan jo main naal after a year chal raha si, wo bookmark was, I had left it there 1 year back.
बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हो।
And Guruji didn't let this book get published in his presence.
Only after
It got published
Jitu,
after.
you can ask Jitu, he tried to publish it, hundi nahi sigi, publisher bolda main kar raha yaar, ho hi nahi rahi।
Right.
It got published afterward.
हाँ जी हाँ जी, पता नहीं था ना आंटी हमारे लिए कर रहे हैं ये सब, कि मैं चला जाऊंगा बेवकूफो, ये तो आंटी गाइड देगी तो, this will be your guiding force।
Before this Granth, we did not know that many satsangs of the people.
But we knew few people whom we met in Sangat or whom we heard over there.
Because Guruji the Darbar, like one family is coming, Guruji is blessing them, they are near Guruji, and then after some time the other family is there. So whosoever needed blessing, Guruji would keep them for some time over there, and then the other family, because he was blessing everybody over there.
Everyone.
But in this Granth, when we saw all combined satsang, we read about that, so we knew more about it.
It's quite an eye opener.
Yeah.
Jai Guruji, Rai Uncle.
Jai Guruji.
I want to add something here.
Yeah.
you know that multilingual group की behalf से we have translated Light of Divinity in few languages already. So,
नया कल उतार लो ना कहीं पे.
so when we translated, we first used the first edition of the book. But down the road, we found that the fifth edition has come out already. And fifth edition, we found that a lot of things have been changed. Even even a satsang has been deleted also. One satsang was, of course, kind of repetition, so that deletion is probably justified. But we found that a lot of things also have been changed. You know, a lot of names have been not there in the latest edition. So we finally followed the fifth edition because as it is the latest one. But we totally agree with you, Uncle. It is an epitome, and which has come out with Guruji's blessings only. And the Sangat down the road should actually able to refer this as an authentic thing. So the content should not be changed. We also believe that. And I hope through this satsang, the message reaches to the Almighty Guruji, and he probably takes the right step in this regard. Jai Guruji.
Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle. Thanks for sharing this. I know your efforts you have been putting into translating different languages. That's very nice. And will reach more audience, and Guruji's blessings will go to every corner of.
Yeah, as Guruji said कि संगत बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएगी, कर सत्संग
कर
होंगे.
कर 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 सत्संग होंगे.
And same thing is happening. And I remember बड़े मंदिर जब कोई function होना, गुरुजी ने कहना आज इन्ने लोग आए सी, and it would surprise us कि नहीं इन्ने तो नहीं सी. But then he later on once he said कि ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਰ कौन लंगर करके ਜਾਂਦਾ है. So he was blessing everybody. जो आप इस purposely आप शिव महाशिव गुरु रूप लेके आए, to bless his sangat, to do so much kirpa on people. So that's what he's doing now also. So he himself said कि शिवजी ने तो व्याह कराया, तो व्याह भी नहीं कराया, असी महाशिव.
मैं महाशिवा. हाँ जी,
Yeah.
मैं महाशिवा.
Yes.
एक ना सी पीछे I'll share one more. Some months back we heard a very good line on the FM.
Yes.
This is the interview आ रही थी. I think गुरु पूर्णिमा वाले दिन से शायद something like this. तो वो सारे अपने गुरु बारे दस रहे थे and some artist. So he shared a very beautiful line. बोलता हम सब गुरु को तो मानते हैं, तो गुरु की नहीं मानते.
ही नहीं मानते.
Wonderful.
Beautiful line, beautiful, beautiful. ये संगत के लिए बहुत बहुत बड़ा आज का संदेश है. It's a message for all of us. This is the message.
Because
I was, thinking I'll ask you for a message, and see, Guruji has done it.
And the other thing, Guruji ने कभी किसी को ritual में नहीं डाला.
Nothing.
He blesses everyone so much कि सोते बैठते जागते हम लोग गुरुजी को याद करते हैं.
कोई ऐसा नहीं कि भाई ये टाइम पे करो या इतनी बार करो. No,
nothing. But he used to say करो. And each individual ਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪਾਠ ਦਿੰਦਾ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਲੋੜ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ, ਉਦਾਂ he used to guide ਕਿ ਤੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਰ ਲੈ, ਤੂੰ ਇਹਦਾ fast ਰੱਖ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. So it was
मैं पूछा बोलते तू जो मर्जी कर ला, जेड़ा मर्जी कर ला. So this आज्ञाs of him with संगत were meant for that संगत. जे किसी ने किया तू ये कर, वो सिर्फ उसले से कर. It is not generally सारे लोग वो करना.
It's not for everyone. Yeah, no. That's right.
उन्होंने तो लोगों दे वहम दूर कीते. उन्होंने किसी ਨੂੰ ਵਹਿਮ ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਇਆ, ਕਿਸੇ ਬੰਧਨ ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੰਧਿਆ, ਬਲਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲਿਬਰੇਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ.
He made life very simple for us. Let us keep it simple.
And satsangs are very important because satsang ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਿਮਾ, ਗੁਰੂ ਕਿਰਪਾ, and ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਬਿਨ ਭਾਗਾ ਸਤਸੰਗ ਨਾ ਮਿਲੇ. ਇਹ ਵੀ ਭਾਗਾ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਮਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਸਤਸੰਗ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈ. And Guruji is giving us so many everywhere satsangs. In Chandigarh also lots of satsangs are happening. Delhi also.
चार हो गए।
everywhere, it's Guruji has created such a good energy everywhere. Sangat is rising.
बिल्कुल ठीक है। महाराज दी बहुत कृपा है संगत उत्ते और of course multilingual team ਦੇ effort ਤੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੀ ਨੇ। they are doing commendable job। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝ ਆਂਦੀ ਇਹ ਲੋਕ ਇੰਨੀ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਦ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ, ਇੰਨੀ ਲੈਂਗੁਏजेस ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ।
Yeah,
thanks to
lot
them,
of effort. Yes.
many thanks to the platform जिसने आज ये मौका दिया कि ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕ ਅੱਜ ਇੰਨੇ ਸਾਲਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਦਾ ਬਖਾਨ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਕਦੀ ਨਾ ਕਦੀ ਉਹ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਫਿਰ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਹੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ, ਜਦ ਮਤਲਬ we just connect ourselves to that era।
We go back to Empire State, that way ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਇਹ ਹਾਲ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਚ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਕਿਦਾਂ ਖੜੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਸਭ शहनशाह शहनशाह।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। अभी आप आने की बात कर रहे थे, मैं यही सोच रही थी गुरुजी अपने लास्ट ਦੇ ਥੋੜੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਤੂੰ सोमवार जा, तू मंगलवार जा, तू वीरवार जाया कर, तू शुक्र जाया कर। तो मैं हमेशा कहती थी गुरुजी हमें तो कोई दिन ही नहीं दे रहे। तो एक दिन मैंने अपने हस्बैंड को बोला अच्छा आप भी पूछ लो ना हम कब जाएं गुरुजी, तो हमें तो बोल ही नहीं रहे हमने बड़े मंदिर क्या कब जाना है। तो गुरुजी कहते आंदे दिया करो। I will never forget that smile। इस मुस्कुराहट के साथ महाराज ने क्या अंधेरे करो, मतलब आना नहीं छड़ना। मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ दिन नहीं दे रहा है मतलब नहीं ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ मर्जी रोज आ जाओ, आंदे रहा करो। अब मेरे को कोई पूछता है ना आप किस दिन जाते हो बड़े मंदिर, आंटी आपको तो हम मंडे नहीं देखे, आपको तो मैं क्या बोलूं, मैनू महाराज ने क्या आंदे रहा करो, मेरा कोई दिन ही नहीं उन्होंने रखा। और जिस दिन मैं जाती हूँ यही कहती हूँ आज महाराज की मर्जी है, मेरे को इसलिए उन्होंने बुलाया, आज उनकी इच्छा थी इसलिए मैं आई हूँ। हम लोग एकदम कनेक्ट हो जाते हैं ना उन बातों से।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। वो बड़ा मंदिर गुरुजी ने जो बनाया अपनी संगत लिए बनाया, so many संगत people are going there getting blessed, amazing।
I remember ਜਦੋਂ बड़ा मंदिर तैयार हो गया सी, तो we thought कि गुरुजी will shift now from Empire State to बड़े मंदिर, सब कुछ बैठ सब तैयार हो गए ਸੀਗੇ। ਤੇ one day I asked गुरुजी ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਦੋਂ ਮੰਦਿਰ ਸ਼ਿਫਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ, ਉਹਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਮੰਦਿਰ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੰਦਿਰ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੰਦਿਰ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਲਈ ਆ। He said ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਮੰਦਿਰ ਦੀ, ਮੈਂ ਮੰਦਿਰ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ। Now if you really think Mahashiv, he doesn't need a mandir, we need a mandir to pujo Mahashiv।
He doesn't need। Anyhow, thank you very much।
Thanks a lot सबनों, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
Thanks सच्चान,
giving us this opportunity and thank you
आज
गुरुजी
आपने इतना आनंद बांधा और महाराज की महिमा से हम सबको we could listen all the satsangs and connect ourselves। I hope संगत को भी अच्छा लगा होगा, थोड़ा डिले हो गया, I'm sorry for that, but thank you very much once again and thank you to Suresh Vasan uncle and his team who is giving this opportunity to all of us। जय गुरु जी महाराज,
जय गुरु जी,
जय गुरु जी महाराज, जय महाराज, कृपा कृपा कृपा।